GTA San Andreas Collectibles. We're doing the tags, double A gamer for life. Okay, so this is going to be a long task here. We got 100 tags to do, and this is in the very beginning of the game, and this is not something that everybody has to do or want to do, but this is how I tackle it. This is before you even go to CJ's house in the very beginning of the game. If you do the first three missions where you complete tagging the turf, uh, the spray paint will be on CJ's bedroom on top of his on the top floor in his house. But as you can see right there on the map, on top of the building behind CJ's house is a paint can. And all you gotta do is go to the A safe house, save the game, go back and get it, and that's kind of what I've done. And I used the bicycle for the first 50 or so tags, trying to get my cycling skill up. And I'm gonna start in the upper right-hand corner of the map and kind of work my way across. It's the concentration of the tags are in this area on the what you would call the right side of the map. If you use the big expressway there to kind of divide the city up, the concentration of the tags are in this area. As you go further to the west side, they get thinner. So I decided to start up here and work my way around. Okay, like I mentioned, this is in the beginning of the game. I've done some things. You can see I got $11 million here. So what I've done is went to the off-track betting and kind of played around with that. Done some gambling, and I believe I put $1 million on a 10-to-1 horse, and it came in big time. So, but nevertheless, I've done the ambulance missions, the fire missions, the pimping, other things to kind of get my driving skill going and that kind of thing. And eventually, I'm going to do the BMX challenge over in Glen Park area. And you want your cycling skill to be up at max, so you got to get around the city. So I decided just to use the bicycle, kind of kill a couple birds with one stone here, get my cycling skill up, and spray the tags as well as doing that. So I remember when the game first came out, I was like 100 of these, Jesus, and the damn guidebook was not much help. Eventually, people put their maps online, and that thing makes a lot easier to follow these. But it spent the money for a guidebook, and the information in it's all wrong. That's pretty typical these days. Just recently, the Hitman Absolution was kind of like that. You buy a book and the information in it isn't right, and kind of sucks, but seems to be the way things go these days. But anyway, let's get back to these tags here. And like I said, there's 100 of them, so it's going to take about 10 videos to cover all these. Roughly 10 tags per video. At this point in the game, doing the tags is definitely worth it because it puts 4 weapons in CJ's house, and that's a big help. And they're basically everything you need. You got an AK, Tech 9, and a sawed-off shotgun. The nice thing, though, is like you can use the sawed-off shotgun, get a bunch of ammo, and then go find the chrome shotgun. Or if you want to take the journey over to Las Venturas and deal with 4 stars and go get the combat shotgun, you can do that. And then you don't have to go to Los Venturas to get an M4. There's one right here in Los Santos. All you got to do is go down to the airport. And I made a video on how to become a pilot right in the beginning of the game. So if you want to, become an ace right off the bat, just follow that video. It's pretty easy. I just recommend, hooking up a wire controller and then go get CJ as fat as you can get him, and then go to the airport, get in an airplane, and kind of wire up your controller so the trigger stays down, and just put an airplane in the corner of the map and just go to bed. When you wake up, you'll most likely find CJ in front of the hospital, but then you'll be an ace. And that's pretty much the easiest way to become a pilot. Obviously later in the game when you get to the airport, you'll have to learn how to fly, and you'll become a pilot that way, but you'll only be like a beginning pilot. That way, if you do the little airplane trick and use a wire controller, you can just, like I said, wire it up, have the plane hit the corner of the map. What I do is, like, on the south end of the map, just kind of have him go off there. You don't want to go to the north end of the map, otherwise he'll get a wanted level, and then a Harry will just shoot you down. But anyway, that's an easy way to become a pilot. And there's an M4 at the bottom of the beginning of the runway down in Los Santos. So all you gotta do is go into CJ's house, get about 1,000 rounds of ammo from the AK, and then just go get the M4, and then you got 1,000 rounds of the M4. And I also got videos on how to get all the hitman levels done in the beginning of the game. I'm just a gamer that likes to have all that kind of stuff done. I got all the Oysters done. That gives you a nice chunk of money. And later on, as you proceed through the game and you meet the girlfriends, you don't have to do anything to make them your girlfriends. That's why you go through the trouble of getting all the Oysters in the beginning of the game. And it's a lot on the challenging side as well too. The first 35 of the Oysters are going to be in a wanted level area, so you're only going to get a few before getting wasted anyway. So anyway, just follow the Oyster videos for that. But got 8 tags done, so we're on our way here. And if you use the bike to get around, if you haven't got your cycling skill up to 100%, this will definitely be a nice way to do it. And when you do the BMX challenge, it'll be like nothing to you, because you'll be able to bunny hop as high as, or maxed height out of it, and that'll make your life a lot easier doing the BMX challenge. Alright, so that's our first 10 tags. So we'll see you on the next video for the next 10. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.